Hey guys, so yeah, there hasn't been a This Week in LEGO Star Wars in over a month, and this is going to be the last episode of the year, so you could call this year in LEGO Star Wars, even though it will just be recapping mainly the last week, but I'll touch on a few things, a few little things I wanted to mention that happened in the past month or so that I haven't covered, but yeah, mainly this week. So the biggest news was, of course, the reveal of the LEGO Star Wars 2023 sets. Now I'm going to whiz through these ones because we all know what they are. This is the 75347 TIE Bomber with 625 pieces retailing for $65 US coming out January 1st. And again, I just want to highlight how cool these images are because man, they look so good. Then there's the second 501st Battle Pack, the 75354 501st Clone Troopers Battle Pack with 119 pieces retailing for $20. There is something very interesting about the box I will get to soon, but yeah, this one you're mainly going to buy for the minifigures and buy a few, probably not heaps, but this is definitely a very solid set. Then finally there's 75344, the Slave 1 Microfighter or Boba Fett Starship Microfighter with only 85 pieces retailing for $10. And as I said before, all of these are coming out January 1st. Now the interesting thing I was going to highlight with the 501st box involves the 20th anniversary of Clone Wars logo. Now of course on the American version, here is the box, but then on the European version there's a very interesting distinction where the logo is now on the bottom right, and yeah, the piece count's gone, that's a normal thing, but it's just kind of a weird thing to have the difference, and I wanted to point out. Overall, there are some really weird things with this anniversary, and as well as the Return of the Jedi one celebrated. I'll be doing a full video soon on the anniversary issues and looking into the past and the future for these, so stay tuned for that. A few weeks ago now, we also got the official images of the Tusken Raider brickheads. This one looks solid. It's probably the least interesting of these January sets, but it's something to mention, and if you're a Brickheads fan, I'm sure you'll enjoy this one. And the final January 1st news is to do with the Polybag set 30654, which we used to not know what it is, but now we know it's going to be an X-Wing with that 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi logo, which is being just chucked on random sets at this point. So yeah, that's a pretty good idea for that, but like, I don't know, it's just a basic one to have, even though I'm sure it will look pretty good. Now there was a bit of news that I should have covered a while ago, but it didn't deserve its own video, so I'll mention it here. This is to do with two upcoming sets later on in January. The first one is 75351, which we've kind of never known what diorama it is. It's either the rumored Jabba's Palace one or the Death Star one. We're still not sure. This was meant to be $70 and coming out on May 1st, but now it's listed for March 1st, so what some people believed is that this is actually going to be the other helmet, which was previously rumored to be 75356, so this is likely going to be that other one, probably the Jabba's Palace one. So a bit of a switch up there. That is not confirmed, but from that listing, that is kind of something we can maybe draw conclusions to. So we got a new book revealed, which was called Galaxy Mission, and it includes this minifigure, which was previously from the Hoth AT-ST, and some other things on the side, and you can also see a build there of what appears to be an ARC 170 microfighter, but it looks kind of Christmassy. The colors are a bit off, and there's also a droid there. I presume those aren't included. Usually a microfighter build like that will be included, but I guess not in this one because it's not shown there. I don't know, either way this minifigure is a cool one to include in here as it's not that desirable, even though it was kind of exclusive to that one set. Also another book revealed a few weeks ago, which was an activity book with a scout trooper and even a little speeder bike included. Now it kind of looks like that one from an advent calendar like last year, but like that's interesting. It's cool to get a scout trooper in a cheap set. That's like the cheapest way you can get it yet. If you can get that book though, because sometimes they're weird to get and are regional exclusives, and I presume this one's going to be available everywhere, but you know they are weird like that. As for next week, of course I won't be covering any news into This Week in LEGO Star Wars, as next Sunday is Christmas anyways, so yeah, there isn't really much to talk about. Even then, I don't think there would be any news because we've already gotten all the reveals. We're just waiting for January 1st now to get those sets in hand. If you do celebrate Christmas though, I think you should just focus on that, and I do wish you a Merry Christmas, as well as please let me know your thoughts down below. However, yeah, for the last time this year in This Week in LEGO Star Wars at least, that'll be all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. That'll be all folks. Goodbye.